Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading. If you are new to my channel, welcome to the channel. I'm happy to have you here. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support and for watching the videos. Welcome back. I'm clearing all of the decks for this reading. To start here, we are going to be getting advice for you from your finance guides today. So everybody loves a finance guide. And today we're just going to get a little insight into what they would like you to know. We're going to pick 4 piles together. So I am going to remove, that was the money and the law of attraction cards, the sacred forest. Of course, we're going to be using all of these decks in your reading. The Mermaid Tarot, the Good Tarot, and we are going to pull 4 piles here for you from the Priestess of the Light deck. And then we'll use this beautiful Prism Day deck to give you a choice of numbers after that to see which pile you're drawn to. My name is Jody. I am an intuitive mentor and channel, so that means it's my job to listen to spirit and to provide the messages that are coming through for you. In this case, we're providing messages from your finance guide. So here's pile 1, Priestess of the Light. You can find out all about me and my services anytime at thespiritexperience.com. The link is, of course, below for you. Card 2, pile 2. And a quick reminder that this is a collective reading. It is not an individual reading, so you're gonna wanna make sure that you're taking the nuggets that are resonating with you, the information and insight that is resonating with you, and then leaving the rest. So we're looking for pile 4 here. There we go. Again, we're getting advice from your finance guides. So I am going to reveal this card for you to help you pick a pile. No? Okay. So pile 1. Top, okay. Pile 1, you've got the 9 of Hearts. The 9 of Hearts. So there you go. And for pile 2, 3 of Diamonds. 9 of Hearts would be the 9 of Cups. 3 of Diamonds is the 3 of Pentacles. Ooh, look at that one just popping right up. The 9 of Spades, the 9 of Swords there. A couple of 9s. Looks like we got some 9 energy for pile 3. 9 of Spades. And last but not least, thank you, the Queen of Spades, the Queen of Swords here for pile 4. All right, so take a good look at each of these piles, see which one you're being drawn to. If you have different questions about different areas of your life and the finances, you by all means can choose more than one pile. You know, there are no rules as far as that's concerned. You may have different guides, different finance guides looking to get you different messages. Once you've made your selection, you can head down below to the timestamps to go right to your reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're getting advice from your finance guides. If you're listening to this, then you chose the 9 of Hearts, which resonates as the 9 of Cups. And also there are a few other messages that were coming through here for you. And as you can see, I've already pulled 2 cards for you from the Money and the Law of Attraction deck and the Sacred Forest Oracle that we'll get to at the end of your reading. So we're calling in your finance guides and anything they want to tell you or give you advice on. And for you, pile 1, I asked if there was anything up front, and it's so funny. They said they don't even realize that they're here yet, which is interesting. Now, that may not resonate for all of you, but the 9 of Hearts, the 9 of Cups, sometimes 9s can be leading to closure, but this card really talks about gratitude, fulfillment, filling your heart, knowing that you're on the right track, on the right path, that you that it's safe, basically, to feel satisfied with your finances. And as I was saying, they were saying some of them kind of don't feel that it's either safe to do that yet, or they don't even realize that that is the place that they are in yet, which is kind of amazing. So let's see what you have under the Priestess of the Light Oracle to guide us forward. You've got another 9 here, so 36. 3 plus 6 is a 9. Duality, many meanings, and misunderstanding, which is just funny. It's like you don't quite realize you are at a place of financial fulfillment, or it's right around the corner, or maybe you're just not seeing it that way. And I feel that a new beginning is available to you, and it possibly may be in your mind. Okay, you may be going back and forth in your mind trying to figure things out about your finances. They just said, what does it all mean? And so hopefully we're going to get some information that's going to really help you with this. I think that you're going to need to let go of some things in order for others to grow. So you have this ivy here with a book. This is knowledge energy, really lighting the candle, a new beginning. And as I said, 9s are really making your way toward a conclusion energy. And in the major arcana, the 9 is the solitude, the hermit energy. So introspection. And here it just feels like your mind may be playing tricks on you, or maybe not playing tricks is the right way to say it, but confusion, like giving you too many things to ponder, when really it's all about gratitude energy. You've made it, is what they just said. You've made it to a really great place with your finances. And I hope that we can get some information here for you that's going to provide you with some help understanding that next best steps, what you can do. We'll see what kind of advice comes through for you. So I'm pulling from the Mermaid Tarot. These will come upright or reversed, however they see fit. Or should I say however your guides see fit to supply them here. And we're pulling 4 for initial advice for you, group 1. Ooh, look at that. 2 of Cups there. Just want to make sure we have enough space. Okay. All right, let's reveal well, we've got the 2 of Cups already there. So this, we'll talk about it first. They said, talk about it first. It's flipped first. Oh, they want me to read it this way. Interesting. Yes, that's a nod. So, okay, we're reading it this way. So the 2 of Cups is a beautiful energy. It can indicate, of course, loving relationships. More cups here, more hearts here. But whoever it is that you're working with right now, as it concerns your finances, it just tells you that, you know, you've been doing a great job either picking them, or you have a harmonious union going on with yourself and possibly somebody else and your money. So maybe this is it could be a financial advisor. They just shook their head, so no. Personal party. So it's a personal party. They said, so this may be, your spouse, your partner, your child, somebody you have a personal relationship with. There may be some really amazing balance and a wonderful relationship going on as it concerns your finances. So there's a give and take. Everybody's filling everybody else's cup. So it feels really balanced and wonderful. So beautiful, beautiful energy. Let's see what's under this one. The High Priestess. This is, of course, the intuition card. Major Arcana. You can see what she's cooking something up by the light of the moon here. You see how this is, they're giving this kind of energy here all around her, this swirling type of energy. It really feels like a bit, it could be taken as chaotic is what they're saying, when really she knows what she's doing. She's trusting that the things are moving and being guided by the divine as well as herself. So she's working with intention in order to tap into her intuition around whatever it is she's looking to manifest or whatever it is that she's looking to bring about. She's getting information. She's literally conjuring here. You see all her tools. So it's like you have all the right tools at your fingertips, and you need to trust your intuition and trust that all of this is getting guided the way it needs to be, like it's flowing the way it needs to be. Even though initially it could look very chaotic or feel that way, the divine, your guides, your finance guides have a hand in it. So things are flowing along nicely. They're talking about you having made intuitive decisions already, so that's wonderful. Because, of course, your intuition, when you get the High Priestess, that tells me, you've been trusting it. That's wonderful. And as it concerns your finances, they're like, keep doing that. Because whatever tools you have at your disposal, you're actually able to use them in co-creation. This also can be the card of duality. So it's not surprising we have this duality here and here, meaning head and heart, head and intuition, ego intuition, trying to ascertain or get the divine knowledge as well as bring it forth on the physical plane. Use it. Use the tools you have on the physical plane to connect with. And sometimes there can be like the back and forth energy that's coming that they're indicating here, I would say. So let's see what else we've got here. The Tower energy. So something shifted for you as it concerns your finances. They're raising their hand, which means your finance guides had a part in that. It may have felt like things were crumbling or things didn't go your way. Yeah, because look at this, crumbling here. But the intervention was needed, they said, actually needed in order to learn the kind of power you have, literally, or to allow you to begin to trust your intuition. And sometimes when we trust our intuition and then things seemingly don't go as we expected them to go, we can question ourselves and doubt ourselves. And here they're taking credit for this. So whatever happened, even if it's a small thing that you weren't expecting, and there was kind of like a sudden change or an unexpected expense, or like it just didn't go the way that you thought, it's not because your intuition was not on point or was not correct. They want to make that clear, is what they just said. So your finance guides are coming in and telling you this needed to be shifted in order for you to either shift your perception of it to be, to make space, so to let it go, because it just wasn't going to go the way that you initially thought it was going to go. Yeah, you may have misunderstood something because you've got this here in the way it was being laid out. And so they made a point to bring something about, change something. It also feels like they're kind of it's a questioning energy, meaning they're wanting to see what you're going to do on the back of the Tower moment, on the back of the shift, on the back of that intervention. They want to see if it will shake your own personal divine connection or your own foundation, even though you have this beautiful energy, coupling energy, and you're really in a fulfillment, gratitude energy. This would have been something that may directly affect your finances or inadvertently affecting your finances. So, not getting that promotion, or it's just something not going the way that you thought it was going to go. But because your finance guides are raising their hand on it, they're taking credit for it. And for whatever specific purpose, we will see here what's coming. Ooh, the Seven of Swords here. Okay. It's like you weren't ready for it. The Seven of Swords, in this particular Seven of Swords, you see these mermaids here. They're wondering what the heck they just found. Like, what are these things? And what do they do? And of course, swords can be very dangerous when they are in the hands of someone that doesn't know how to use them properly. So they can cut, right? I think they're helping you avoid this situation. Also, this is a call to opening up to more knowledge and understanding. So the grounded piece of it is that you're already fulfilled and you do have something to be grateful for. You can sit in that and let your heart be filled up with that. However, there's more information that they're going to be providing you and you just don't have it yet. Like you don't know how to wield the sword yet. Just like these mermaids, they're like, what is this? And in order for them to be able to understand how to use the swords, they're going to have to probably make some mistakes, or they may cut themselves, right? And it just feels like they were trying to help you avoid, it's not destruction. What is the word that they're giving me here? It's like a mishap energy or unneeded suffering. And so even though at first it may seem like, what is going on? We were on a good track. I was really feeling good about this. They're saying right here, we actually need you to get more info here, or we're going to be providing you with information on how to use your money, how to use your finances coming up. You have a nice setup for it. And like I said, even though your mind may be doing things that are confusing to you, like your mind hasn't caught up yet with the divine, because the divine is providing you opportunities that lead to unknown riches or unknown abundance, because your mind can't see that yet. They're like, your mind is going, what is going on? I felt very connected. You know, things are going well here. I thought that was the right move. It was the right move. They intervened in order to provide you with an opportunity to learn something more. All right, let's dig in with the good tarot. Now, these will only be read upright, and we'll get some more information on this. Very interesting, group one. It feels so safe to be fulfilled right now that whatever they're moving around and providing for you, your finance guides, it feels abundant. Look at that, the Empress. So yes, it is. I'm asking if they want me to go this way or this way, and I think we're reading from left to right now. Thank you, yes. So see that? That's a beautiful clarification card. The Tower and the Seven of Swords clarifying in the beautiful, abundant, bountiful, they just said, thank you, Empress. So this is leading to more abundance somehow, even though you may not be able to understand it completely yet. You're meant to trust at this point and stay in this gratitude energy. Like there's some growth happening through knowledge. See the book? There's knowledge that you've yet to gain that's just going to move you, if you allow, into this bountiful energy. This is something's always growing. Yes, thank you. Wow, okay. Sure is. This is the Sun card. The Sun card, I call it the yes card. It is the positivity card. It is warmth. Everything grows under the sun, right? Wow. See, using your intuition coupled with the Tower moment gives you that new beginning. 9 and a 1. Also, you could look, 9 and a 1 is 10, that's a 1. However, you could look at it as coupling the 9s with the 1. So you're really in fulfillment already. It's going to bring even more success energy. Yeah, it's like success, warmth, success, positivity. That's why they're like, please, we need them to understand this is where they're at actually. Even though this stuff has happened or you're confused and you're like, what's going on? Trusting your intuition coupled with the Tower moment, rising up to understand there's a divine source here as well, and you have the tools that you need, brings beautiful financial success here for you. Wow, love that for you, group one. Like I said, it's like, it feels like your finance guides are checking. The 9 of Fire. Can we just look at what is attached and moving from her pinky finger? Stars, more light. It just feels like more abundance, growth energy. The Nine of Fire is the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands energy asks you to stay here. You've come this far, and P.S. another 9, okay, another 9. You've come this far, right? You're creating something beautiful. You're creating something from the divine. It's actually coursing through you. You're able to start to see that, but it's kind of a hold card. So it's like using your intuition coupled with whatever this coupling is, trusting that this is a good connection. If you know it's a good connection, it's a good connection. If it feels generous in both ways, meaning you're not just giving from your cup, you're actually also receiving as well. You're giving and you're receiving, like you're sharing. You might be sharing knowledge, you might be sharing money, you could be sharing money, you could be sharing the same vision for the future, thank you. They're asking you to hold on to that because look at what it creates here. Just beautiful, beautiful energy. Lots of 9s here, lots of 9s for you. Yeah, like keep that in mind just because they may be using that as an indicator, your finance guides. Another 3, the 3 of Fire. See, this is the future vision with the Empress here. Future vision. The future vision that they're looking for you, your finance guides are saying to you, literally, look at you. You're just floating right along. They're pointing out the candles here. The 3 candles, that's how she's representing the 3 of Fire or the 3 of Wands. And here we are, you're learning by the candlelight and you're bringing in wisdom and growth here by the candlelight in the duality message. Your finance guides are literally telling you, group number 1, that they need you to envision for the future a bountiful, abundant, successful future here, right? Be open to the wisdom that they're asking you to tap into or to be, it's basically like open for. Ask the questions to your finance guides. What am I meant to learn from this? What am I missing? What kind of information? Lead me to the information I need. Lead me to the people that are going to provide that for me because it creates abundance and success, okay? And they're saying to you literally, we need you to realize you're here. Gratitude, abundance, success energy already, and to envision the next level of that for you perhaps, or what it feels like to just be in a yes mode, in an abundant yes mode. You've got another 3. So that is your job now, recognizing that you're abundant, and then they're asking for future vision here. Like, where is she headed? That's what they're asking. Hey, can you just let us know what your abundant, bountiful, fertile, constantly growing, constantly successful future looks like? Because when you get into that mode, everything can be spun in success. The Queen of Earth for you. Stable growth. So the Queen of Earth is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles has everything she needs. She oftentimes will like the finer things because she's gotten to a place where she can afford them or she feels as though she deserves them, right? And they're asking you to step into your success or understand where you are right now. This is going to lead you to stepping into this kind of grounded wealth, grounded energy, where you're not wanting necessarily irrationally, thank you. You're not wanting irrationally, you just know that you already have. And so then if something comes along where it is something that you feel divinely aligned to invest in or to spend money on or to use or to have, you don't have any question around that. Because you've been able to create and hold in that space and understand what you've already been able to accumulate is the word they're using, which is interesting. You move to a place of successful accumulation where you feel totally safe to acquire, thank you, your heart's desire, to acquire actual things on the physical plane or money in a different way. Let's see how this is closing. It's beautiful. The Queen of Earth is, yeah, picture her grounded on her throne, right? Watching her bounty growing all around her. They just said, it's available for you. It's available for you. Interesting that we haven't had much for the mind. You know, you have only this for swords. I wonder how, ooh, wow, another 3 for you, group 1. 3s and 9s are going to be important for you. Wow, the 3 of Earth is the 3 of Pentacles, right? So clearly you are moving to a place, wow, 3, 3, 3. On the back of this knowledge, thank you. On the back of this knowledge, bountiful success, future vision, grounded community, and working together. Here you're working with whoever you're working with, or you're having this beautiful connection here. And if you hold tight and see, be resilient in what it is that you know and how you're working that relationship, you move to a high level grounded area where more people may be wanting to invest with you, work with you, create other streams of financial abundance is how they're wanting me to say it. Other alternative, thank you, alternative streams of financial abundance. And it may include other people. Is that an owl? What? They're asking me to look at the card a little more closely. It's so interesting. They both have these beautiful butterflies, you know, on their eyes. And they're both really looking to the future. I mean, I know she's staring right at us, but she's moving toward the future. And she's like, this is my path towards the future, or this is a grounded way. But first, you've got to step into the Queen of Earth energy, which is understanding that you have everything. What you're building here and the connections you've made and the success energy is going to lead you to feeling really grounded. And it's going to then call in alternate ways to invest, ways to make money, people who are on the same page with building something in that way. So your finance guides are setting all of this up. And as I said, it's quite interesting given the fact that you've got this card, lots of 9s, a line of 3s here, 3, 3, 3, 3 3s literally. That is an indicator for you. You're going to want to pay attention to 3s and you're going to want to pay attention to 9s because you have them showing up in different areas. That there wasn't much about how your mind is relating to that and what you need to do with your mind. It's a lot about trusting your intuition and opening up your mind to new insights. So if you've been feeling frustrated, like you just don't know, Spirit's going to provide you the knowing and the information once you step into an abundant mindset, success mindset, knowing where you are and how far you've come and being resilient in that space with that fire energy. Seeking the future and starting to envision the future in an abundant, prosperous way, it leads you to actually grounding that money, grounding that wealth for yourself, and then bringing in other people to either share in that, work with you in that. So you really have a beautiful energy, and it's just interesting that it doesn't seem like it would be too difficult for you. They're not giving us that here at all. They're giving lots of fire and lots of earth, creative energy, abundant energy, things that grow things and ground them, or they're nourished and able to grow from the earth. So I don't believe group number 1. It's like it's going to be as hard as you make it as it comes to your mind. They want you to close out that any kind of narrative that's telling you that it's confusing, you know? Because again, this looks confusing, but if you settle into her energy, she knows exactly what she's doing and she's trusting herself and the divine. I just don't feel like it's going to be very hard for you. There would have been a lot more, they're all nodding, so there would have been a lot more swords and a lot more mental confusion being pointed out, and you just don't have it here. So that's amazing for you, group number one. Don't let your mind and what your mind is trying to figure out or logically understand stop you from envisioning what is actually available to you, the prosperity that is available to you in the future. Let's take a look at what you've got here. So this is a card from Money and the Law of Attraction. It's a 28-1, so new beginning again. Let's see what it says. I am developing the skill to direct my thoughts. So there you go. There you have it. I don't know that this is going to be super difficult for you though. So that's amazing as well. Because, sometimes it's hard to develop our thoughts or to move them in a certain direction. You can kind of just go with it if you set into this energy. The most valuable skill or talent that you could ever develop is that of directing your thoughts toward what you want. To be adept at quickly evaluating all situations and then quickly coming to the conclusion of what you most want, and then giving your undivided attention to that. There is a tremendous skill in deliberately directing your own thoughts that will lead results that cannot be compared with results that mere action can provide. So there's the thought train. There it is. So you're literally directing, quickly evaluating all situations, and then quickly coming to the conclusion of what you most want. Focusing on what you want, that future projection they were talking about. It seems like you'll seamlessly move into that if you can let go of paying attention to what you don't want. So if there's stuff in your life right now that you don't want or that you, again, weren't expecting, just know your finance guides are claiming that move and they're doing it so that you can move into high-level, grounded abundance and prosperity. Physical plane wealth, success, fire, abundance. On purpose. The tower is always done on purpose, but I love that your finance guides are claiming that for you. And let's see what the Sacred Forest Oracle has to offer up to close out your reading, group one. Ooh, look at that. Starry Night, acceptance. So yeah, moving into acceptance around this so that you can open up your heart, open up your mind, open up your crown. They just said, open up your crown. Starry Night. So really taking that in. This is a 4-1-5. The Hierophant energy, which is making a commitment or connecting to spiritual wisdom or that source energy, source wisdom, making a commitment around that. So move into acceptance that you may have needed to hear this. You don't have to be in this mental back and forth anymore. You're actually meant to focus on developing the skill to direct your thoughts to exactly what it is you want and future project. And the sooner that you can move into acceptance about, well, really anything, but about whatever the shift that happened, and acceptance around the future that is available to you, sky's the limit, right? Prosperity is yours already, as your finance guides are telling you. It's already available. We just need you to claim it. And they're going to be checking up on you and definitely providing you insights to move you into a beautiful, abundant future. So again, 3s and 9s for you, group number one. Allow yourself to move into acceptance about the changes that have occurred, okay? And start directing your thoughts for your future vision, what you truly do want, what your heart actually desires, what your heart is actually fulfilled by. All right, that was your reading, group number one. I hope that you enjoyed it. What a reading for you. Such a beautiful, prosperous future available. If you found this reading helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving me a comment below. If you know someone else that you think might find this reading helpful or may need some financial guidance from their finance guides or advice from their finance guides, then please share it with them. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the little bell so you'll get notified the next time I post a pick a card reading. I'm very excited for you, group number one. Step into that emotional fulfillment and start paying attention to your abundant, beautiful future. Envision it for yourself. It is available. Thank you so much, group number one. Hello, group 2. Welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, you chose a second pile with the 3 of diamonds, the 3 of pentacles energy. And of course, we're getting advice from your finance guides today. And right away, I pulled these 2 cards on the side for you from the Money and the Law of Attraction deck and the Sacred Forest Oracle, which we will look at the end of your reading. But when I asked prior to recording this for you, they said about this card, let them in. Let them in. They just kept saying that over and over. So your finance guides are talking about letting them in, letting a person in. I don't know what exactly that means at this point, but I had to share that with you. The 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Diamonds is a community energy. So teamwork, collaboration, and learning. And so, or working together for a common goal is how they want me to say it. So maybe that's ahead of you, or there's an opportunity there that they're going to be providing if they haven't already. And I'm wondering if there's a little bit of resistance on your part because they're directly saying just over and over again, let them in, let them in. All right, let's see what we've got under the Priestess of the Light. Divine Masculine. Okay. Electric. Active power. And this is an 8, the Strength card. So this is fiery energy here. Action energy. Maybe they're talking about a male or certain males or someone who has very masculine energy. Oh, thank you. So you definitely have, they're making an indication. So let them in may literally be your finance guides asking to be let in. So opening up and really asking your finance guides directly. You may have a male finance guide or a finance guide that has masculine energy that you pick up on if you start to tap in. It feels like you may have a team of finance guides that are trying to get in here to collaborate with you on the divine spiritual plane, on the energetic frequency plane, okay? And they're trying to get a message to you, and they're using this reading to do that. Everybody's nodding, so I'm gonna go ahead with that. If this resonates with you on the physical plane, meaning you're meant to be working with male energy somehow, then that's, take that as it resonates for you. But it's definitely a collaborative effort. Masculine energy. This is electric energy. This is fiery energy. This is action-oriented, solar plexus stuff. Fire, 8, strength, fire, courage, ambition. So looks like you're meant to be collaborating for sure on the spiritual plane. As I said, I would start talking immediately, asking their names, asking them to come on in for you, because that's the message right off the top. Let them in, let them in. And if it's showing up for you somewhere on the physical plane with the human piece of things, then we'll see what else they have to give us here. We're going to pull 4 of these, but I would be open to it because it looks like it's very forward-moving energy. That's what that feels like to me. Forward-moving energy. Okay. We're just going to get some information here from the Mermaid Tarot. I'll pull these the way they come, reversed or not. One more here, please. Okay. Let's see what they've got for information for you. Group number 2. All right. We've got the Fool card in the reverse position. They're giving me this, the face that goes with that. Like, is this a surprise? I don't think so. So the Fool card, as you can see, this beautiful mermaid here, she is embarking upon a new path. She's got her little satchel packed and she's ready to use her walking stick and move about the world, a different world than she has experienced before. She's hopeful. She's enchanted, they just said. She's enchanted. You're getting it reversed here, which is your finance guides basically saying, like, because they're giving me that shrug, like, really? Are we surprised? There's some kind of resistance around embarking upon the new path, possibly working with your finance guides in general, or collaborating with someone, especially if it has to do with money, because this is a money card and we're doing a money reading, a finance reading. So we'll see what kind of guidance comes on the back of this, but there's definitely some resistance about embarking upon the new path or taking a chance. They're like they don't trust us, they don't trust us. So really need to start talking to your finance guides group too. Wow. Oh my goodness. King of Pentacles here. This is the king of the grounded money suit, the earth suit, right? And boy, does he know what to do here with his money. He is abundance. He is wealth. He is security. He is the massive provider, and he's showing up reversed again. So it's almost like they're asking you, do you want this? Do you want this? And again, more masculine energy here for you, group number 2. Okay, we're moving on. I think we'll get more revealed as we continue. 9 of Wands here. They just said the word stubborn to me. Stubborn. The 9 of Wands is sometimes it's creating boundaries. Here you can see this mermaid is just continuing to light the fires, they just said he's doing his job, staying resilient, walking or swimming, in this case, the path, providing the light, making sure like it's lit up so that people can see. I don't know what that exactly is referring to. It feels like to me that you're kind of like, you're on your path and you're doing what you have to do, and you're continuing in the same way. You show up, you do what you've got to do. And if this is talking about your money where you don't have that insight into the fact that you either could make more money or that there are collaborations and insight available to you to be able to do that, to be able to start a new path that leads to something very high level, security. They're giving me the word stubborn here. You may not be listening. You may be kind of, again, putting up a block and just kind of going about doing your job, doing what you see fit to do, doing what you need to do. It's like, just continuing. They're asking me if he looks happy. That's what they're saying. Does he look happy to you? I think he feels like, it's like he has a purpose, but it's not everything he is how they're saying it. So it's not that you're not purposeful, group number 2, or that you're not doing a great job, because I think you are doing a great job. It's just clearly there's some risk involved and they're trying to guide you. And that could be anything. Risk is very different for everybody. Risk means something different to everyone, especially when you're taking financial risks, Some people are more conservative. Some people are just like out there, whatever, I'll do whatever I need to do, take the risk. But I feel like they're setting you up with people to collaborate with, or a new way to use your money. And they want you to understand that you have a beautiful purpose and you're doing a great job, but there is more available for you. And let's see what's under this card. Oh my goodness, the Tower moment again. I believe group 1 had this as well. I know they did. So this Tower moment, let's just see what they... So something's come unexpectedly and you feel like it's unrooted you or brought you to your knees, is how they're saying it. Oh, that's interesting. So this may have been something big. Also doesn't have to be, depending on who you are. This could have been an unexpected bill or something that came along. And it's causing, they just said it's causing more fear, actually, scarcity energy around your finances, because it's like, well, this could happen, it happened, and this could happen anytime, The goal of this is for you to have, thank you, for you to have a revelation around money. So whatever did occur, and we're definitely going to be looking further into this, whatever did occur here for you, group 2, just know that you are completely supported, and they're really asking for you to connect here to help you understand who is involved, maybe on the physical plane as well, or what kind of next steps you're meant to take, or what kind of new path is available to you. This is a revelation energy, they're saying. It's like epiphany energy. More than something really crumbling down, something unexpected would have happened. It could, thank you. For some of you, it may have happened to other people, meaning you may have observed a tower moment, or something happening with somebody else's finances, like unexpected finances, them not being able to keep up with it, or having to take out like a loan or something, like having a hit financially. And because you observed that, it sent you right back into scarcity mode or in fear around it. And you just like, I just want to keep doing this. I just want to stay here. I feel like I have a purpose. We have enough. But Spirit's trying to tell you, your finance guys are saying you have an opportunity to have more than enough. Right? And this is meant to come as a revelation point for you to rise up and understand, start thinking about your money in a different kind of way. Start collaborating most definitely with your finance guides in order to make some different decisions, or possibly, if you've got to take a risk or embark upon a new path, you feel supported in doing that, because this is action energy, as I said. Let's see what we've got here. Wow, the Magician showing up for you there. I'll only read these upright today. So here we go. The Magician card, the Magician card is all your power. It's your manifestation energy. It's action that comes on the back of a divine connection, a divine knowing, and brought into the physical plane. So you're manifesting this. They said, look at the sun on his, see that sun right on his, well, I want to say forehead, but it's on his cape there, his hood. That's success energy, positivity, prosperity, warmth, abundance. And so this means that it is up to you. They're bringing this up because they can feel the resistance of this, almost as if you don't believe it, like it's the new path wouldn't work out, or the King of Pentacles energy, that high level financial stability, abundance, and wealth, that security is not available to you. And they're saying it actually is all about you. This is all to do with you. You will manifest whatever it is that you think you can manifest. You will manifest whatever it is you desire to manifest, truly desire. They wanted me to put that word there. So whatever it is that you think you can do, or think you can create, or think you can bring in, is exactly what you're going to get. They're not happy with this. They need connection here, and they're going to ask for you stepping into your power around manifestation. The sun is a powerful, powerful, powerful light, right? That says, yes, you can do it, actually. Say yes here. Move to success energy. And they're asking you to do that here. Plus, this Fool, right? The Magician comes right after the Fool here. So they need you to, it's like almost they need you to recognize that you've got a block there, and there is a new path calling, and you've got all the power to embark upon that new path and start manifesting whatever it is you want, especially in your money. This is the 6, the Love card. Lots of lion energy. The 8 is the Strength card, often depicted with a lion. You've got this Love card here that she's depicting with a lion. This is the Lover's card. So they're giving me a track of there's other people involved that would benefit from this kind of security. So maybe that's your family, or, if you start collaborating with others at your workplace, or on a project or something, that it benefits kind of the relationships as a whole. It creates this harmony type of energy, this community loving type of energy. Also, this is the card of choice, right? The Lover's card is the card of choice. And so they're just, again, kind of sneaking that in. Your finance guides are saying again to you, it is up to you. Do you want to believe that you can do this here? Or do you just want to keep doing this? Because, thank you, you could keep doing this forever, they just said. You can keep doing this forever, right? But you have access to this. It's just, what do you want? What kind of choice are you going to make here? This is the choice, literally, they just said. It's literally this. Because the path will naturally reveal itself as you start to get more connected to your team and start to open up there to the understanding that it's up to you first. First, it's up to you. Because, you know, all of our guides that we have, they can guide us all they want. And we can hear them and we can see them and we can receive the guidance all day, every day. Believe me, I do it, right? But you have the choice. You don't have to take their guidance. They can't force you. Here, they're trying to get you to have a revelation around it so that you will make a different choice and understand your true power here, that you are the magician of your life, that you have the choice to step into this more harmonious financial abundance, that you can flip this king around and be the King of Pentacles or step into that kind of energy, that kind of security. But they're saying, like, listen, you don't have to listen to us. You have to choose. They're bringing that up again for you. Group number 2. And the 2 of water. Ah, that's nice. That's the 2 of Cups energy. You can see that. The 2 of Cups is a beautiful card. It's, yeah. They're like, do you like the fish swimming? So they're indicating that there's, the way that the word that they're saying is they're indicating there's help. They just said there's help. So you have some help along the way. You may have this revelation happen on the back of some sort of a tower card and ask for help. And this indicates that they'll be guiding you to another harmonious word, harmonious connection. It's a give and a take, something that's going to benefit the both parties. So yeah, it's like swimming in harmony is how they're giving it to me with that particular card. I mean, ignoring the revelation kind of blocks it. It's like if you just stay in fear or scarcity energy on the back of this and continue to just do this, it's not that it blocks the new connection. Like, I'm sure they're going to try to bring in no matter what. But you do have to choose it for yourself, and it actually opens up a channel for you to be able to do that more easily. It opens up a channel for your finance guides to set these kind of beautiful connections up where you're like understood by someone, or you feel comfortable. You enter into this beautiful connection or partnership with somebody. I mean, oftentimes this can indicate a loving relationship, and you have the Lover's card. So this could be you coming into a relationship with a significant other, maybe making a commitment there, or understanding like this is going to affect them. This actually will affect them, or perhaps your future person that you will be with. The financial piece of things is going to affect your significant other, because you've got the Lovers and the 2 of Cups. Both of those indicate, you know, like a relationship that a romantic relationship is what I mean. So this is definitely affecting, if you're already with somebody, the financial block that is there is definitely affecting someone else, because of course it is, right? Of course it's affecting your current relationship. You really have the choice to actually turn this into, to have this realization, to start turning this into something very prosperous and harmonious for yourself financially. And I just feel like they are guiding you. Oh, look at that. They sure are. Ace of Fire. This is the beginning, a new spark, a new way, a new connection, a new way to show up in the world. You've got a 1 and a 1. 0, writing this Fool, being willing, moving into your manifestation power, being in it's action, right? Fire is action-oriented energy. It's really third chakra, second chakra, third chakra coming up. And they're telling you here, you start claiming your power, you start making the choices for yourself first, of course, but for whoever it is that is also affected by your financial status, life, etc., you get a new beginning. You're embarking upon a new path. You sure are. It comes directly after you can't claim your power here. This is also inspired action, right? And that's really what the magician is, understanding to take inspired action on the physical plane, and then you move into this creation energy. They're just telling you it once again. It's like reiteratory from your finance guides. Like, you can do this. The new path will be right there for you. Ooh, look at that. The star card. That's another 8. 17, 8. Fiery energy again. The star card. This card is a card of faith. It's a card of hope. It's a card of shining. It's a card of the spotlight energy, renewal. So you see on the back of your choices and these connections, really thinking about or making new connections, harmonious connections, really taking that revelation and saying like, I know that it's okay for me to shift now, to make maybe a different choice or create new connections. Your finance guides are telling you, you're going to feel renewed. Not only will you feel renewed, but you're going to have a different level of faith or hope for the future. You're going to be able to step into a hopeful energy that maybe you haven't quite allowed for yourself before. These collaborations that they're asking you to be aware of and to start engaging in, thank you, are going to move you to this very beautiful new spark, new beginning, and then again, spark, it's a spark of hope, you know, like when you feel hopeful, you feel good about the future, you've got that beautiful energy that comes up and allows you to kind of sit in it, staying connected as well. It's like that faith energy is staying connected to your finance guides. Like, they will be guiding you along, reminding you you're not alone in this, and it will allow you to step into a hopeful type of energy for your future. Ooh, oh, okay. The 5 of water. I'm asking if they want both because I can see this and I'm getting a no. So a no it is. Okay. The 5 of water is the 5 of cups. The 5 of cups is it's gonna make you question yourself, they just said. That's interesting. I'm just listening for you there, group number 2. Spirit's talking about your finance guides. They're talking about life is not without questions. It's not without risk, right? Like, sort of everything we do is a risk. If you start getting into it, you realize, wow, literally everything we do is pretty much a risk. And they're telling you that as you embark upon this new path in the future, if you so choose, right? Choice. And you start to move into this hope energy. The 5, you can see she's kind of floating along, kind of wondering. She looks like she's wondering, they're saying. You may be wondering, have I done the right thing? Is it okay or safe for me to hope? Is it okay or safe for me to be on this path, floating forward? And the answer to that will be yes. Also, the 5 of Cups is can be like a disappointment energy, but that's not what I'm getting from this. You see, the 5 bubbles that she has representing as the water energy are leading. There you go. Leading. They're leading. And so it's like not when you get to this place where you're like, oh my gosh, this is a wonderful new path. Oh my gosh, you may get kickback from your mind in some way that says, are you sure? This could be very disappointing. Are you sure? This might turn out horrible. And so that's why the connection is needed. The community is needed. Other people are needed. Making choice. It's like, this is not a singular energy. I do not feel at all, group 2, that this is just like me, me, me. I need to make money. I need to do this. I want to do what's best for me only. It really feels connected to a community energy, maybe your family or the people you work with or the people that you care about, maybe close friends, okay? And so you will be challenged, basically, to keep the faith, to continue down the path, to not lose faith or hope, to take something, if it comes up, that feels, for lack of a better word, disappointing, but that feels, you'll notice, it'll feel like sort of like they're looking to see what you're going to do on the back of whatever this experience is. They're giving you, your finance guides are telling you up front, not everything works out exactly as your mind wants it to. What are you going to do? Are you going to stop that dead in its tracks? Are you going to keep the faith or not? Right? Adjust is what they just said. We'll need you to adjust, adapt, etc. This is really stepping into your connection now around your finances, group number 2. That's what you're being asked to do. You're stepping into your connection and then you're realizing your power again in order to spin or change or adapt to whatever it is that's going on in your life. Remembering your power to choose again instead of just kind of going like, this is what it is and I'm just going to be okay with that. Instead of stubbornly, like they said, staying in that space, they're really asking you to remember your point of choice, to remember your intention, and to include the community energy in it. Like you're not just doing it for you. And also to really connect with these guides of yours that are showing up with masculine energy here, asking you to actively step into your power and to recognize what it is you have. So once you get here, you can just sort of like spin that, because things happen on our path. They're not perfect all the time. But it's what you do with it here that's gonna matter. And I think it's very different from the place, if you step into this, it becomes very different than the place that you're in your mind when this moment happens. Is very different. This is not a tower moment. This is like some sort of a loss. It may like be a slight loss. You know what I mean? It may just be like and if your mind takes that and spins it into this horrible thing, this crazy thing, why did I ever do this? And you shut down again, that's what they're going to be looking for. But if your mind takes it and says, you win some, you lose some, you're only risking or taking these risks that are intuitively guided as you're beginning this new path, as you're starting to embark upon this new way. If something comes up, just know your finance guides are going to be watching if you lose your spark and lose your hope and lose your faith and you lose that fire, just like it was never there. Or if you understand, okay, and you spin it right around. You're really reclaiming your power around your finances for sure. Group number 2. All right, let's look at this card that you have here from the Money and the Law of Attraction deck. I will praise success wherever I see it. Wow, that is an amazing card. That's a 27-9. I will praise success wherever I see it. The spiral is an indicator, they said. So see that spiral right there? You see that, that's your finance guides. You see that out in the world. If you see that somewhere, okay, that's your finance guides saying, hey, success energy, please. Success energy. Where are you seeing success? Okay, let's see what this says. When you find yourself critical of the way anyone has attracted or is using money, you are pushing money away from you. But when you realize that what others do with money has nothing to do with you, and that your primary work is to think and speak and do what feels good to you, then you will be in alignment not only about the subject of money, but about every important subject in your physical experience. Wow. So that is releasing the judgment around other people and the way they use their money. Your primary work is to think and speak and do what feels good to you. Not only that will put you right into the alignment of not just money, but every other important subject, possibly including your family or whoever this is, whoever's coupling this energy, your relationships, etc., in your physical experience. Wow. So you're really working on well done, right? It's like saying, wow, well done. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, that's amazing. You're not bringing anybody down because of your own shortcomings or stubbornness in this case. Instead, you're starting to look through the eyes, a different pair of glasses or a different pair of eyes at the success that other people have been able to attain in whatever way. It's not the point, right? They're saying it's not the point how they did it. It's that they did it, and you're meant to. It's like align with the success, align with that fire that you see in other people. That's what you're meant to do here. Dropping the judgments because they're actually harming you is what your finance guys are saying. They're harming you making judgments on other people's money or the way they use their money. It's really none of your business and it's only actually harming you. All right, let's see, to close out your reading, the Sacred Forest Oracle. Wow, seriously, you can't make this up, guys. Fire spirit, energy, electric, active, energy. Wow, look at her. She has fire in her hands, guys. It's like, this is totally up to you. He's got fire in his hands. He can keep doing it this way or he can do it this way. Tap into your guides, please. Your finance guides have really made it very clear they are there, ready and waiting for you to reclaim your spark, to reclaim your energy, to step into your power, to make decisions, to start manifesting in a different way. And it's really for the good of the whole. And that's what's so beautiful about your reading group too, is that you're not just thinking about yourself. You're really allowing yourself, hopefully, to have this revelation energy, have this epiphany, and allow it to guide you. Maybe out of something bad comes something very good, where you see a different path forward, where you reclaim your power to choose, you start stepping into your divine light, your divine power, your divine fire, to start creating something beautiful and brand new that's really hopeful. And even if you run into things, you still are able to stay connected and have hope. I love that. So praise the success. Notice success and praise it, right? Well done. Wow, amazing. Align with that energy, because boy, do you have the opportunity to really relight that fire and use it in the world and really use it for a new path forward. Okay, group 2, this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you found it helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leave me a comment below if there's something that specifically resonated with you in this reading. And if you know anybody else who you feel might be looking for some advice from their financial guides, you could share it with them. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click the little bell in order to be notified the next time I post a pick a card reading so that you don't miss it. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm really excited for you, group 2, to really step into that fiery, active solar plexus energy and move onto a beautiful new path. Who knows what kind of amazing revelations will be ahead on the back of this one for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you so much, group number 2. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, then you chose the third pile with the 9 of Spades. This is the 9 of Swords. And I've also already pulled a couple of cards from the Money and the Law of Attraction deck, as well as the Sacred Forest Oracle that we are going to get to at the end of your reading. Now, I just did ask, just slightly beforehand, to see if your finance guides and the finance energy coming through for you had anything to say about this. And the truth is, they're saying that you were up and down as far as your mindset goes. as it concerns your finances or money, and that it's time to release the worry around it. Because this card, well, nines move to endings. Usually they move to a 10 energy, which is usually an ending or conclusion. But this is the card of worry. In the tarot, the Nine of Swords is all about worry energy. It can be sleepless nights, really mind-related worry where you're just worrying constantly about things. And because this is a finance pull, you may have been really worried about your finances, and they're looking for you to shift this and to help give you direction or insight or advice on how you can do that, or what's been happening for you in order to feel more grounded, or really how they're saying it is to conclude the worry, to conclude that energy. You may be wanting to, embark upon a new path, or really wanting to release that stress and that worry, but for some reason, like, things just keep happening that make you stay or feel like you're staying in that kind of an energy. So let's just see which card you chose from the Priestess of the Light Oracle first. Wow, okay. You here chose the Balance card. Not only we're doubling down on the balance because, you've got a 40 here, and 4s are all about balance, stability, and standing firm. So your finance team, your finance guides are helping you here to create a beautiful sense of stability around your money and to really release the worries that you may have been carrying for a while. And they're saying, like, some of your worries are valid. Like, it's not like they're like, oh my God, why are you worrying about this? There's nothing to worry about. It's ridiculous. I think that I can feel that, like, things have happened and some of your worries are probably very valid. However, moving into the future, it's not going to benefit you to continue to worry about money or stress about money in the way that you have been. And that's why they're looking for you to understand and align with this kind of a goal: balance, stability, security, standing firm in your beliefs, knowing stability is a place within, knowing you have everything you need before you ask for it, knowing you always have enough money, of more than enough money. Okay, and that's what they're looking to give you right off the bat. So let's see what kind of advice they have for you moving forward to help you create that kind of a balance. Whew, these are just popping out. Oh, we're gonna continue. I'm looking for 4 here from the Mermaid Tarot. I will read these however they come, whether they're upright or reversed. And we're just gonna get some information from your finance guides here. See what they have to give us here about this worrisome energy around, the money, the money situation, the things that have happened around money. And one more, please. One more here for group 3. Thank you. All right. Ooh, this one wants to come. I'm asking if we can look at it, and they just said flip it. Okay. Wow, 5 of Pentacles energy. I'll show you that. You see this? This is what I'm feeling. But here is your guide. They're going like, hey, could you just look up for 1 second? I'm juggling this beautifully for you. You've got everything you need here. This is just giving me more information about where you may currently be. And again, this is just another worry card. You can see here that she just doesn't even want to look at it anymore. She's not open. She's got her head down. She looks like she's going through a really difficult time. But here is the representation of your finance guide. And they're talking about the tree. It's almost like feeling you have support. Your prayers are being heard and answered. And this finance guide shows up to show you that it's available for you, that financial abundance or stability is already here for you. She's offering it up to you. Okay, thank you. We're going to put that away. We'll look at these cards that you have here. The 2 of Swords in the reverse position. And in this case, they're in battle here. Yeah, this is like, this could indicate that you've made some decisions that maybe you're not happy with, or you don't trust yourself to make decisions, is how they're saying it, in the future. And that it's become very difficult and sort of, this is not the normal way the Two of Swords is depicted, but in this deck, it's like a battle, right? And so you may not trust yourself to make decisions anymore, or it becomes extremely difficult because you're just worried and stressed out about if you make the right decision, or are connecting it to decisions that you've made in the past around money. So I'm interested to see how they're going to provide information on that for you, because part of it will be what you choose and how much you mull over something and how much of a battle it is for you to make a decision. We've got the Six of Cups. This is a very playful type of energy with this deck here, which I really like. Also, the Six of Cups is about childlike energy and looking back. It's a nostalgia card. So maybe you've been like, why can't things just be the way they used to be when it was fun and easy? Why can't it be like when I was young? And sort of sitting in that space. And they're talking about the comparison puts you in a lack or a worry energy in the present moment because you're wishing it was like it used to be. But, thank you, but this energy is very valuable, they said, because the feeling of this is wonderful. And so just extracting the feeling from it may be very helpful for you, group number 3. Thinking about a time when you weren't worried about money, where you did feel balanced, where you didn't feel like you wanted for anything, or like I said, you weren't stressing over it. And you had everything you need, and it was just fun and enjoyable. The goal here would be not to wish that that would be now, but because what happens is what you're saying to your team and your finance guides is, this isn't now. This was before, but it's not now. So it puts you in lack in the present moment. What they're saying is it's valuable information because you can extract the feeling and bring it into the now. So sitting in the feeling of fun, enjoyment, being able to do things with money that are exciting for you, you know, gathering with others, etc. All right, let's continue. Oh, look at this. The Sun card. This is another reference to children. The Sun often has, and in this case, it does have 2 children here. The Sun card is a beautiful card. It's a success card. It's a positivity card. It's another card to indicate fun here. The way they're saying it is kind of hoping to see the light, hoping to be successful, wanting to be successful, really trying to be positive. So I don't think that group 3, I think you're really trying. You don't want to be in a worry energy. You're really maybe making strides. Maybe you're doing affirmations. You're trying your best to see things in a positive way. And your finance guides are taking note of that, or they're making note of it. So they've seen that. They understand it. That's why they're coming here. Like, balanced energy is going to help you move that forward to really see the success that you're looking for here. Wow. Every single pile has had this card in it. And this card in particular was in the same position for pile 2. So if you felt drawn to pile 2 at all, you may want to also watch that. The Tower energy upright, I get every single pile. Interesting. This card indicates a sudden change, an upheaval, or some sort of divine intervention coming in, kind of out of the blue. Now, the Tower energy can be read in many different ways, and that's why I'm going to listen, because it's coupled with the Sun here. So if something has gone on to sort of shake your foundation, they just said you're on the edge of this, on the edge of it. What does that mean, Spirit? It's like you feel like you're always on the edge of your foundation crumbling, like something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. Yeah, and they're like, listen, you'll know when a tower moment comes. So really being afraid of something happening or something that you're not going to, something that you have no control over coming in, and then like you won't have the money for it, or you're constantly worrying about something happening. That's how they're giving it to me. And you just want to have a little bit of light, a little bit of luck, something coming in, something positive happening, and you're like, please, please. But really your spirit team and your finance guides are telling you how easy it is to move into a lack energy or a lack mindset in the underlying intention. So you're asking and you're praying for something positive to come, but you're still rooted or have a belief system around worry, or that it's really hard to make decisions and it's so complicated and I don't trust myself to make them, or that something is going to happen to just completely upset your financial track. And this also may be connected to the past, they said, which was coming up for group 2 as well, meaning, or something that you've seen. So either this has happened before in the past where, you know, you've experienced a big change, an unexpected expense, something that really threw off your finances and didn't make you feel balanced at all. And you're worrying about that happening again. And so that is the underlying belief message that your finance guides are getting. And that's why they want you to shift it to something that's more positive, that's more balanced. So they're hearing this, but they're hearing this energy. They understand this is what you want, right? But this is what what you're believing. And so they're going to help you try to shift that here. So I would highly suggest, of course, always talking to the different guides on your team. In this case, your finance guys, with the understanding that they're looking to create a beautiful security for you, a financial security and stability that makes you feel like you don't have to want for something to be different than it is, but you are already in abundance, and that you can, because I feel like you can't spend money or something, like you feel nervous or stressed out every time you go to perhaps buy something for yourself or do something for yourself, or like that little extra thing feels like this huge weight. And they want you to understand in the future that it's okay to do that in a balanced way, that you'll always feel stable, grounded, and strong with your money if you're not moving into extremes about it. So maybe you like go into places or get into spaces where you just spend too much money. You kind of like block out all the other stuff, and you're like, I'm sick of worrying about this. I don't care. And you kind of just spend, or you're coping by spending too much money, and then it sends you into an imbalance that way because you're just always so stressed out about spending any money at all that sometimes you go over that way. And what they're looking for is a more balanced spending and receiving, which is going to create this beautiful stability for you. Let's see what we've got here. The 10 of water. Look at how happy. Yes, making decisions around joy. I love this. The 10 of water. This is the 10 of cups. This is such a beautiful, fulfillment, joyful energy. And you can tell that like this is where the decisions need to be made from. Again, we're all talking about balance here. That is the underlying intention of your finance guides. That is the main advice for you from your finance guides, to work in a balanced way with money. This way you can give and you can take, and it actually gets you into this beautiful, it's what you want here, right? Like this joy, they're like, you have that available to you if you start making really beautiful decisions, not being afraid to make decisions, then putting it off and maybe spending too much or staying in scarcity around what might happen. You get to move to this. I mean, the 10 of Cups is such a beautiful energy. It's fulfillment energy. It's emotional fulfillment, and it comes on the back of balanced decisions and not being afraid to make them with joy. With joy. Joyful, balanced, thank you. Joyful, balanced decisions create fulfillment for you. This makes you feel not only balanced, but also like full of love and happiness. Look at how happy he is. That's beautiful. So they just said it's right around the corner. So this is readily available for you. The 3 of water. This is the Three of Cups here. It kind of looks like she's juggling, they just said, huh? Look it looks like she's juggling. Normally the Three of Cups is about getting together with people, having a really great time, more water here. So this is about your emotions. Look at how she's really able, though, to balance them. Balanced emotions, balanced spending. Thank you. Not carrying more than you need. And also, thank you. And also not giving more than you need to give. So make sure where you're, spending your money or what you're spending it on is not excessive again. They want you to be able to have fun with other people. You notice there's like multiple people in all of these cards. They want you to be able to have fun with other people, to be in the light with others. And you do have the opportunity to do that, because making good decisions from a place of joy without it being super extreme allows you to, it's like, this shell is for that. So I'm going to spend this pearl on that. And this brings me wonderful fulfillment. And then that shell the pearl just gets replaced there for the next time it comes. So, right. It's like attention must be paid in this space. So really, again, taking from the past and those joyful experiences and then making very clear choices to spend them around people that you love, things that are going to bring you joy, that are not going to create a scenario where you give up all of your shells and all of your pearls all at once, right? Because that would be super imbalanced. She'd be like, I'm free, but I have no pearls. So it's another nod to being able to joyfully experience things with other people. They just said with other mermaids, because she's a mermaid, with other mermaids that you enjoy being around. Lighting up and shining a light on the things that you actually truly do enjoy, and giving that to yourself, because you're receiving something better than money there, and that's what allows the money to be replaced. Wow, this just flipped right over. And look at this, more water for you. So this has really been an emotional experience, I think, for you, group number 3. 7 of water, and look at her. She's like, what should I choose? What should I choose? So what they're telling you here is you have an abundance of choices that can either upset your emotional state, and because this is connected to that tower there, right, that can bring in the light for you, or can cause you unneeded stress and worry. So your choices are going to be very important. Thank you. And what they're saying is you tapping into your emotions here is going to be so important. It's going to help you make the choices that are absolutely best for you. The most prosperous, abundant choices that are also very balanced. So feeling into the choice that you're meant to make before you make it. So actually envisioning yourself, okay, if I have 3 things to choose from, or if I really want to do this, let me move down that path in my mind's eye. So visualizing yourself, if I make this choice, this is the kind of thing that I can imagine happening or imagine experiencing. And then asking yourself, how does that feel for me? Does that feel abundant, prosperous, joyful, balanced? Or, am I giving up all my shells and then on the backside I feel depleted or in lack energy or scarcity or afraid, right? So it's going to matter how you feel about it. Make sure that you're constantly checking in. They just said, because this could get you. They just said that. Meaning you may be like, oh my gosh, I have so many choices. Either you're going to be in a worry energy around it, but again, you're looking to experience joy here around worry, making choices, making a choice here, making a choice here. And there's a sense of grounded stability that's meant to be felt through the choice. So that's what you're looking for as you're imagining all of these options that you might have, how you're going to spend your money, how you're going to use your money, what you're going to do with it. Do you want to spend it? Do you want to save it? I have all these choices of what I can do with my money. Which one feels the most prosperous and abundant and joyful and makes me happy? And which one feels the most balanced on the back end? Which one provides that harmony energy, which is joy and balance together? Wow, you really have all of this stuff available for you, group number 3, and it really has to do with your feelings. So if you've been blocking your feelings because you've been so stressed out, it's now time to reconnect to those around money. Look at this, 5 of Air. You can see she's on a tightrope here. This is the 5 of Swords. This is a worry card. Usually it's a worry in your mind. And so they're bringing this up again for you. Yeah, it's like if you're stepping into joy and you're allowing yourself to feel balanced in community, meaning spending time with people that you love, you can't then go and worry about it. It's like, I'm on the edge. Her face doesn't look super worried, but she's on her tiptoe on a wire or on a line there, which is very nerve-wracking. One way or another, anything that's off balance, and she's going to fall. This is a warning. They want you to have freedom. They want you to remember that you have wings here and that you don't have to, you can fly. You don't need to be on this tightrope here on your tiptoe. So they're showing the word illusion to me here. So this may be like an illusion that comes back into your mind and you need to be aware of it when it happens, right? The 5 of Swords, it can sometimes, like I said, be conflict in your mind, but they want you to use it and notice it so that you can bring yourself back into balance, or that you can fly to the ground with your wings and not force yourself to stay on this teeny tiny little line here, really being nervous about getting out of balance. Woo! Wow, this just fell, so we're taking it. King of Fire. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Okay. And just let me see if they have anything else on this, because that just kind of fell right out of the deck. Obviously, your guides are like, they need to hear this. This is their card. Yes, it's just important. You want to allow yourself to float or fly down to the ground to get more balanced if you feel this mental conflict coming up or worry energy popping back up around the choices that you're making. Because you're allowed to experience joy. You have so many choices available to you, and you have to start trusting yourself, right? Group number 3, that you're going to make the best decision for you, the best financial decisions for you. And it's not just about whatever your mind really, 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 really wants right now. It's a mixture of that harmonious energy, feeling really grounded and feeling very stable. And then also, what do I want to experience? What is available for me right now that feels really good? Now, you've got this King of Fire here. The King of Fire is a wonderful leader, a beautiful visionary. The King of Fire is able to not only use the inspiration that he has to be able to sort of create the future, but also they're talking about how you can rise up with this to be able to see into the future. So once you start making these choices, they're saying like, track this line. Once you start making really beautiful choices for yourself, you're going to start to see and feel, wow, this is actually very inspiring. I could see what else I could do. Another choice may pop up for you and you go, wow, that sounds really amazing. And this will start to feel like it's, more in the past for you. Again, it may come up in your mind to tag you. What I say is tag you, meaning you may need to watch your mind, because it's when you're trying to shift something in your mindset, it doesn't always just happen overnight, right? Just because you make one joyful choice and it turns out amazing and you feel really balanced and good on the back end of it, it doesn't mean your mind is on board quite yet. And so you may get this worry, stress energy coming in from your mind saying, hey, you're still on a tightrope. Don't you dare think that you can continue in that way. Remember, anything could happen. Anything could happen. Are you sure that's the right decision? And this line is telling you that like you can step into your future vision and know when it's time for you to take that inspired action at a very high level. This is the master of the suit. This is Wands, master of fire, master of the suit. Honoring the creation. He honors the creation energy. He honors the inspiration energy. He's not going to jump to conclusions unless he knows it's the exact right way to go. And when he does, he takes swift action. He honors the fire within. And so once you set that up, this may become a thing of the past where you're worrying about the foundation falling out from underneath you. Instead, you're starting to trust in this beautiful leadership energy that you're stepping into where you're leading your life. You're making decisions about your finances that are really great. Yeah, thank you. Connected to the future, they just said. It's an opening up energy that you can move into because the more you make decisions, the more you look at your choices and you make good decisions for yourself and for your finances or your money or around money that feels so good, you're going to start feeling like the king of fire. You're going to start feeling like, I am a visionary. I can see the bigger picture of my future starting to unfold, which is so beautiful. Okay, let's see what they give us here to close out this pyramid. Well, upside down pyramid, yeah. Thank you. 6 of air, and look at that. As expected, your finance guides are telling you. 6 of air. This is a transition card, and look at this boat. They just said it doesn't matter the weather. You're going to be moving on from it. So they're going to guide you through. See, this 5 of air comes up to lead you to a 6 of air. The 6 of swords is all about, they just said the word peaceful, which I don't know that I'd always, I don't know that I'd always use that word with the 6 of air. However, your guides, your finance guides are saying peaceful is going to lead you to a peaceful transition. If you don't get caught up in your mind about it after you're in a state of joy and feeling that fulfillment energy and starting to really believe that you're making wonderful decisions and starting to envision your future, you will transition from this energy. You will transition from hoping for this in a lack energy into a beautiful, abundant energy. So the transition is apparent, meaning your finance guides are telling you what the end result can be, that they will usher you through the transition, that you've made it, right? And now it's time to transition. Sometimes this is like a rite of passage energy where it's like you've made it to a marker. You no longer get stuck in your mind about this stuff. You know you are abundant. You make beautiful choices with your money, super prosperous choices with your money. They make you feel stable and grounded and strong and prosperous and abundant and fulfilled. And therefore, you transition to a different way of being, a different way of using your money, different thoughts around your money. The way you think about wealth is different. The way you envision your future around money is different. So that's, yes, like I want to applaud. Like, thank you, finance guides. Now, let's see what's under these 2 cards. So, money and the law of attraction. This is a 39 here. So that's a 12-3. This is Empress energy, really. The Empress is, well, she is the abundant, bountiful, feminine, nurturing mother. She's always growing something beautiful. And she knows she's growing something. She doesn't guess, she already knows. So you've got some Empress energy coming in. The law of attraction responds to my vibration. No wonder. Okay, so no wonder why your guides are telling you, your finance guides are like, we need you to shift your vibration because the lack energy. And as I said, it can be really easy to kind of move into lack when you're saying, no, but I'm telling you, I want to be back in this kind of space. And they're like, there's no going back. What you're saying is you're not in that space, which puts you back in lack. So that's the energy we're getting. So they're asking you to take into consideration the law of attraction, which is one of the laws of the universe, that whatever you are vibrating at is what you are going to attract. Let's see what this says for you. Group 3. A belief is nothing more than a chronic pattern of thought. And you have the ability, if you try even a little bit, to begin a new pattern, to tell a new story, to achieve a different vibration, and to change your point of attraction. The law of attraction is responding to your vibration, and you can easily change your vibrational point of attraction by visualizing, the lifestyle you desire and holding your attention upon those images until you begin to feel relief. Beautiful. Which will indicate that a true vibrational shift has occurred. So you're looking for that relief factor, which is just interesting that they're saying it that way, but that's what you're looking for. A belief, which is what your finance guides are picking up on, is that lack energy. It's nothing more than a chronic pattern of thought. So you change your thoughts, you change your beliefs. That's true. And as I said, it may take you a little time, which is why you're getting this nudge here and a really nice heads up from your finance guides. Hey, don't think it changes overnight. You've got to stay in this fulfillment energy and keep your emotional state in a space where you understand that you make good decisions. It is available to you. You can have harmony and balance and prosperity. And it may be a bit of a road, but you're going to get into a high level energy to transition out. And this card is just reminding you and telling you that the law of attraction is responding to that vibration. Visualize the lifestyle you desire and hold your attention upon those images until you begin to feel relief. That'll be this energy, this stable energy. Relief says, I am grounded, I am strong, I am stable, I am secure. And that's what's going to indicate that a true vibrational shift has occurred, and then you're here. Once you hit that marker, you transition out of this lack energy. Beautiful energy. I mean, it is totally available to you, group number 3. If you would like to receive it, they said, and with crossies. I just saw crossies fingers. Like, if you would like to receive it. So your finance guys are crossing your fingers that you can understand that it's safe to start to come out of the stress and worry around money. All right, and the Sacred Forest Oracle to close out your reading. The Bluebell Fairy with gratitude. I mean, can you look at this beautiful, abundant light that's just showering down upon her? And she's like, thank you, thank you, thank you. They're saying use the lavender. And also a 6. Okay. The 6 is the Lover's card. It's also a choice card. So this is your choice. If you would like to sit in gratitude, it is totally available to you. And more will come here, like more to be grateful for, which always happens with the gratitude practice. So your thoughts are around gratitude. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for allowing me to release this worry. Thank you for allowing me to find balance and relief and security. Thank you for helping me to make the best balanced and abundant decisions possible around my money. Thank you so much for providing me with the insight that I need to make beautiful decisions that help me feel abundant. Both of these help you get to this point. Once you hit that marker and you feel that, you're just going to transition into a whole new lifestyle around your wealth and a whole new way to use the tool of money to benefit you and to make you feel inspired and prosperous and abundant. Group number 3. That was your reading. I hope that it's helpful for you. And if you found it resonated with you in any way, please give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment down below. I'd love to read it. And if you know someone else that may need this kind of reading or would like some information from their or advice from their finance guides, please share it with them. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, click the little bell so that the next time that I post a pick a card reading, you will be notified. Group number 3, I absolutely will be sending you some high vibing, totally grounded energy connected together so you can move past the stress and worry that you may have been carrying into prosperity, relief, inspiration, fulfillment, and transition into a new way to use the tool of money to your absolute benefit and highest good. Thank you so much, group number 3. Hello, group 4, and welcome to your reading. Today, we are going to be getting advice from your finance guides. If you're listening to this, then you chose the fourth pile with the Queen of Swords. This is the Queen of Spades, of course, and very interesting. Right off the bat, she said, I am the guide. So this means group number 4, you have a very direct, clear guide, finance guide, who will have female energy. Immediately, I can feel it. She's saying it. She's not going to mess around. So I'll just tell you that right off the bat. The Queen of Swords is a very independent energy, clear communication, to the point, strategic, smart, very intelligent type of energy. And what the finance guys are saying is this is your guide. So I would just right off the bat, you are going to want to start connecting with however she is showing up for you on your spirit team. So start talking to her about your finances, especially if you have decisions to make or you're looking to track out some kind of investments or what you want to do with your money or what kind of strategy to go with or who you need to talk to around it. Again, she's not going to mess around. So that's the type of energy that is coming in directly for you, group 4, again, right at the start without even turning over any of the other cards. So for sure, you have a finance guide helping you along. And I think you may find that it's quite nice to work with her once you get aligned and connected to her energy and realize that she only has your highest good in mind, even though she may come across a bit direct or blunt. She's very intelligent and she can see into the future for you and help you to make the best financial choices possible. She's taking you out of your mind and communicating clearly for you. So that's beautiful. I'm excited to hear whatever comes through with her energy today for you. Also, I have 2 cards here that I've already pulled, which we'll look at the end of your reading from the Money and the Law of Attraction deck and the Sacred Forest Oracle. But first, let's flip over this Priestess of the Light Oracle and see what you got under this. Wow, okay, yep, talk about innovation. Swords can be innovation too. That's a good word to use. Thank you. This is a high-powered guide, okay? Well, can we just look at the picture? High-powered energy. New creations, and it's a 2, the High Priestess. So this is massive connection, intuition, bringing in innovation into your life, a new way to use your money around creating new things, investing in new things. Yeah, high. This is really high level energy, group 4. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. I am. I'm excited about this reading. Holy cow. You see, it's so similar. Even their faces, their expressions look very similar. They're not messing around. It's independence energy. I'm excited to see what they're going to give you here for advice. They just said you're ready for it. So I'm ready for it. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so I'm pulling 4 cards from the Mermaid Tarot to start. I mean, you've got some power here. You may have come to a point in your life where you have some financial power as well. And that's why you're getting this kind of high level guide who's going to guide you with clear, very clear insight. You want this bottom one? No. Yes? No. Okay. See, it's very direct. Thank you. Well, see what I mean? Like, no mistaking what she wants. Whether or not you listen to her and take her advice is your choice. Remember that. You do not, guides are there to guide you. You are a human being on your own journey, on your own path. You can take their advice or not. Show them the bottom. 4 of Wands. Show this to you upright. This is, well, the 4 of Wands energy is a celebration, getting to a certain point, getting to a certain marker, being able to settle in there, feeling like you've made it, you've got there, you've made it to that particular point. And when it's reversed like this, it's like she's making me feel like you've gotten maybe hung up here. Like you're looking to get to this point, but you just feel like you haven't made it there yet. You haven't quite reached that marker, quite reached that finish line. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else she has for us. So if that's how you've been feeling, I suspect working with this kind of a high-powered finance guide is really going to... I'm just listening to see what she's going to say. I mean, help you, but she's quiet. See, she's not going to talk to you or come in unless she has something to say. That's what it really feels like. Like, she's not going to talk just to yada yada. She's not that kind of a guide. She means business. Let's see what we've got under here. Wow. 6 of Wands, reversed here. This card is a card of success and being in the spotlight, being acknowledged, really feeling good in that space. Look at all these people looking at him like, wow, I cannot believe what he's able to do. That is amazing. So here she's asking you to step into your own spotlight or to step into your capabilities, your fire. See this? This is fire. It's like, how can you use your fire? Because this is reversed, you may have been a little bit worried or apprehensive to do that. Maybe you feel like it's not safe for you to do that yet, but clearly you've come to a point, if you had this kind of a guide here, where it's going to be safe for you to do that. We'll see how she tracks on that. Oh yeah, look at this. A new way to care for yourself. Look at how abundant she just said. Look at how abundant this cup is. It just has amazing growth in it. She said it's a start. It's a start. So I'm guessing you may have been thinking about this. How can I grow my finances? What am I meant to do with it? How is it best going to serve me? Because the Ace of Cups is about beginning. Lots of people read it as a self-care card, beginning sometimes a new heart-centered relationship, opening up your heart, compassion, energy. But in this case, she's kind of saying, like, are you ready? So I feel like you've been thinking about, how can I use my money to fill my cup, basically, to begin a new path that feels really fulfilling to me, that feels really prosperous. Because, I mean, it's a golden cup. Yeah, she's like, so if you've been thinking about this, I mean, this is how she's guiding you. And this is overflowing with abundance here. Like, growth has happened in this beautiful cup. So if you've been thinking about this or wondering about this, she's ready. Yeah, it's like they're ready to help you out. Okay, 2 of Swords. There it is, upright for you. Obviously, it's coming reversed here. This is a decision-making card. Here she depicts it as a battle. And I always think of it as like the battle between your mind and your intuition. I feel as though you, Group 4, are very intuitive. So I'll just say that right now. And your mind may be sort of worrying about it. She's talking about how all of the work that you've done up until this point has allowed you to be in a certain position, to be able to step into the spotlight, make really great decisions, but you worry about it because you've put a lot of work in and you've been able to get to this point, either in your career or with your investments or with your savings or how you've been able to manage your money, where sometimes you get tied up about what the best decision would be from here forward, moving. Like, you want this, but also you get hung up on trying to make decisions. Like, is this the right thing for me to do? And then also like feeling like clutching onto your money. Clutching onto it as if you don't know how to use it for the innovation and the new creations and the spotlight and the strategy that's going to be best for you and how to direct your money is really what it is. And look at this, the success card. I mean, she was just talking about that, right? How you've already come to a place of success here. Yeah, it's like you're meant to reap the benefits of of the light now, of the abundance. You're meant to step into positivity and start to say yes and start to make some of these decisions. And I mean, this kind of a guide is really going to help you if you allow. Also, of course, you have to choose for yourself on the physical plane. Again, she can guide you. However, you have to choose. And so if you keep getting caught up here, I mean, I'm sure she's going to give us some beautiful advice coming up with the Good Tarot. You're at a point of success, group 4. Just know that to be true. This is available for you. Great abundance, filling your cup in a very different way than maybe your mind has kind of caught up with yet or believes just yet. But you're not getting this kind of energy unless you've made it here. Enjoyment, positivity, warmth, something grows right in the sun. You're able to plant something, and then it grows. So I really feel like you've gotten to a place either in your career or otherwise. All right, let's see what we've got here. The Chariot card. Love that energy. Not surprising. New, innovative creations. The Chariot card, of course, is a card of movement, a movement to success, determination, being able to use your fire, use your willpower, use this energy in order to move you forward. Next level. Yeah. And so you've got to be able to understand that it's okay for you to do that, to step into the spotlight of your life, to acknowledge yourself first, she just said. Acknowledge yourself first. So you don't want to be waiting around for somebody else to acknowledge you. She's giving you that now. Is that not enough? That's what she said. So you need to acknowledge yourself. You don't want to wait for external circumstances or people to say, wow, you've made it to this point. This is what you should do. Instead, you've got to understand that you've come to a point in a time where it's like stepping into your fire, stepping into the light, really, is what it is. You've made the progress. You've gotten to this point. There's no need to believe in this kind of an illusion where this card is reversed anymore. Like, it's not safe for you to do that. You're not successful enough yet. She's telling you to move forward on these dreams here, to move forward on what it is that you want for yourself and your future. Because clearly, like I said, abundance comes from that. With her help, you'll feel like you're moving in the right direction, right? Because you'll be checking in with her, and then you'll sit in a place where you know. This card also is one of control. So you won't feel out of control on your path. You're like, oh my God, these horses are just going to run away from me. I have to listen to everything my guide says. Once you step into the power of acknowledging yourself first, then you'll realize, okay, I can make the best decisions that are going to move me forward right to success. I'm making the best actions. I'm taking the best actions. Ooh, look at this. Here's a warning from her. Again, I really don't feel like she messes around much. The Temptation card showing up here, Colette calls this the Temptation card. This is the Devil energy, okay? The Devil energy. Wow, look at this treasure here. Yeah. More overflowing treasure available to you. The Devil talks about attachment. What she's saying is expectation, but it's like attachment to outcomes or being in a cycle where it's not positive and you just keep bringing it back. And because this is connected to these, it's like, you're going to need to watch what your mind is saying and start to get really clear about what feels like your mind, what feels like your intuition, what feels like that finance guide, and what feels like your mind kind of messing with you. Because 6, choice, she just said. So 15-6, that's the Lover's card. It's a choice card. You will have to choose for yourself how you're going to think about embarking upon this new path, whether or not you deserve to fill your cup, okay? Or if you're gonna keep being caught up in your mind, trying to make the best decisions for yourself, when the reality is you've actually come to a place where you're gonna be able to sort of look at your shadow self or look at that thought and go, that doesn't align with my successful, beautiful future. That doesn't align with my successful, beautiful present. She said, never mind the future. How about now? So with your successful, beautiful present, it really feels like a new beginning. She's talking about how she's just one connection to this new beginning. So you may have other guides on your team that are really helping you embark upon a new path that's opening up your heart, etc. And this is a warning, right? She's saying, look out for this temptation card. Look out for the stuff that's slowed you down or stopped you in the past, because it can show up as something really beautiful and shiny when really, it's not actually in alignment anymore. But you have got to choose here. You can't expect somebody else to choose for you. She certainly won't. She's warning you here on purpose, right? Don't get caught up in your mind here, because there is a line of trust. There is how she's saying it is a value of trust, a value in trust, a value in trusting. I feel like you've just worked so hard, and it can be hard to let go of some of that control in order to trust the divine a bit. But again, you're not going to be out of control of these horses. You're going to know the strategy and move upon the path. Right? You're not getting into that chariot until you know, and you won't feel out of control. So just be wary, be paying attention and have awareness around the hiccups that you've experienced before, because you know what they are for you in particular that can hang you up. Queen of Water. Wow. Yeah, this is going to be very fulfilling for you. I'm hearing this is a large part of it. The Queen of Water is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a compassionate, empathetic, beautiful spirit that provides comfort. She's also super intuitive. As I said, you feel like you're very intuitive to me, group number 4. So learning to trust that intuition and not getting caught up in the trappings of your mind, right, is going to be super important to your success. Also giving to yourself. Again, this feels like a new path where maybe you were always caught up in work or always working and always chasing something. And now you've gotten to a point where you can actually do things because they fulfill your heart, or they bring you comfort, and it's like this warm, nurturing energy, like being able to nurture yourself with the choices that you're making and feeling okay about doing that. On the back of the success that you've been able to provide for yourself, now it's time to focus a bit on you and to do that at a high level and trust your intuition and your power, really. Yeah. It's like you are the Queen of Water. You are the Queen of Cups. Oh, okay. Before I flip this, she's talking about how these two need to be read together. And, I wonder what's here. But if you are a compassionate person, group number 4 already, maybe you're very empathetic. Intuitive people often have, their energy's wide open. They're taking in things. You may really always want to help somebody, or you always want to help people. You're listening to people. You're emotional, etc. There's something around just watching, because it just feels like a taking advantage of energy that's coming through right now. So if you felt taken advantage of in the past, like you've felt like you were forced into making certain decisions, and then afterwards you felt like, oh, they took advantage of my compassion, or, my listening ear, or the fact that I'm I'm willing to be there for them. They kind of took advantage of that. I would watch out for that because she's giving me that track of like somebody taking advantage of you, and just paying attention to how that's showing up for you now and being very aware that you can create boundaries around that, because it's really going to be about you at a high level, loving yourself, making sure you have what you need that fulfills you first, not feeling like you have to give something up just because you feel pressured to. Like, you don't, caring about somebody doesn't mean this, that, or the other thing. You don't have to make it mean that if it doesn't feel aligned with your intuition. Wow, transformation card. This is the death card here. You've got all these, look at this major arcana just showing up for you. Yeah, it's time to let go of these old cycles that may have been plaguing you, or the runaround in your mind, or perhaps being taken advantage of, and to move forward through the transformation into a rebirthing energy. That she's showing me twos, two, like a line of twos. So I'm not sure, but I would take that note of that, group number 4. Well, we have a 2 here, but she's showing me a line of twos. Maybe twos are an indicator for this particular guide for you, for this particular finance guide. Twos often mean like forward movement, They could mean coupling energy, like pairs of things. When I see twos, I always think, oh, keep going. You're on the right track. Twos are also the high priestess energy, which really this is massive intuition you have. But this tells me that you are going to move right forward into a transformation energy or a rebirth energy. Something is ending, something is changing, something is transitioning for you. You're going to leave these kinds of negative cycles here behind. You're not going to be questioning. You're not going to be questioning whether or not it's okay for you to shine. You're not going to be questioning your mind as much or questioning your decisions as much. You're going to be able to leave that behind and move into a prosperous rebirth energy where, innovation abounds, is how she's saying it. Innovation abounds. So it's coming. If you've already felt that transition starting to happen, things changing weirdly, or like certain things coming to an end where you're like, why is this, what's going on here? I feel like I'm in some kind of strange transition. I don't know what to make of it. It's because you're being led, especially as it concerns your finances, your work, etc., to a new path. Oh my goodness. Empress energy. You have the High Priestess energy. You've got the Empress energy, the Queen of Water. Look at this. Look at where you just sit here. Boom. Abundance, fertility, abundance, success, abundance, nurturing, beauty, connection to the earth, connection to spirit, connection to the earth. The Empress is constantly growing something. She's super fertile. She's very feminine. She knows that all the seeds that she has planted over time are just blossoming and blooming at the exact right time, exactly how they're supposed to. She never questions whether or not she's abundant. She knows there's always something beautiful growing. So you're moving right into that energy. When you realize the success that you have really does matter, and that it's safe to, again, have the light shine upon you, or say yes to these things, or to say yes to yourself, you move into this very intuitive, nurturing energy where you start caring for yourself differently, and this grows something super abundant in your life. Yeah, for years to come is how she's saying it. So this is not a short-term kind of energy. It's definitely a longer term energy, as innovation usually is, right? Innovation like changes something for now that affects the future. Wow. Again, major arcana. Lots of major arcana here for you. And let's see what this final card from the Good Tarot is for you. Group 4. Wow. Your energy. Love it. I love it. Ah, another one. Just, yeah. The Justice card. 11, 2. High Priestess. Just everything is going to work out. I really do not feel worried. You see this sword that she's, hopefully you can see that. It's lit right up. That is this energy here. It's a sword of truth, right? The sword of truth. Clear guidance, clear information, direct information coming in for you. And she's got the scales in her other hand. This is balanced information. 11-2. 11 is a master number. 11 is a beautiful energy. It says things will come out balanced. Everything will work out. All is well already, she said. I feel like she's like, let's go. This is actually a very feminine pull altogether. I feel, again, with your guide showing up with a feminine energy, it's not to say that, it's not a male or female, that you have to be a male or female. It just is this ability to nurture yourself, to honor yourself, to be in fulfillment, to break these cycles that are no longer serving you, to step into abundance and growth, to move things forward with clarity and innovation and intuition, to transform and be reborn in the most beautiful way that leads you to this amazing, insightful, balanced, harmonious energy. And the insights will keep coming. That's what I'm hearing with that sword. There's something about that sword. The insights, will keep coming in from the divine for you. And look, you put your palms up. You've got two owls here. You put your palms up and let it come. Let it come in. Trusting yourself is going to be so important. You've really made it to that space, and she's looking to lead you. Your finance guides are looking to lead you through to a different kind of lifestyle, I think. I mean, this feels like you worry, you want for nothing. You don't worry, you're enjoying. It doesn't feel out of whack at all, right? It feels like you're enjoying, and you may be working, but you're enjoying. It's in perfect balance where you're continuing to innovate. It continues to give, receive. Very balanced generosity. Your heart is fulfilled. You help others in a perfect balance. I love this energy. Holy cow, group 4. Whoa. You have made it. Okay, let us see what's under these two cards here. So first from the Money and the Law of Attraction deck. 26-8. That's a strength card. Courage, determination, really stepping into your bravery or your taking action from a place of knowing and courage, fire energy. Whenever I am feeling good, I am attracting good. So feeling energy, taking care of yourself, allowing yourself to have a new way to fill your cup and allow things to grow. Let's see what this says for you, group 4. When you think a thought of upliftment or abundance or well-being, you are filled with a feeling of positive emotion. You may trust the way that you feel as the indicator as to which side of this subject, which is really two subjects, you are on. Whether it is the subject of money or lack of it, or health or lack of it, or a relationship or the lack of one, always when you feel good, you are in the place of attracting that which you are wanting. Whenever I am feeling good, I am attracting good. Interesting. So she wants you to know you've got to be able to. Your finance guides are looking for you to understand that your emotions matter. If you are super intuitive, maybe that's why they were giving that empathy track here with this Queen of Water. If you're super emotional, super intuitive, super empathic, etc., and your energy is wide open, if you're picking up other people's energy, it's not making you feel good, or if there's a decision that you need to make that is not making you feel good, you really need to pay attention to that. Pay attention to that, because you have the ability to connect and to honor your intuition, honor yourself, and the guidance from within you. And it's going to bring you to this beautiful, bountiful place where you just attract all of this good energy in. And so you're going to have to start trusting yourself, group 4, if you're not already. This is not an egoic thing. This is a divine light thing. This is a channeling thing. This is a knowing yourself and how far you come and who you are kind of thing, and moving forward on that track for your absolute highest good. So you want to pay attention to your feelings, because you in particular, your feelings, how you feel about it, what you're carrying around in your emotional body, is really going to affect the vibration by which you are attracting into your life. So good feeling thoughts, good feeling actions, etc. are going to be key for you. Okay. And finally, the Sacred Forest Oracle, Eagle Spirit, freedom. Ooh, love that. 13, which is the Death card. The transformation card here again. So this is a rebirth energy to freedom. Eagle Spirit, time for you to soar, time for you to fly. A horse with wings too. Love that. Yeah. It's available for you, group 4. True freedom. True freedom and connection. Love that. Yeah. This is all about a transition and a transformation to freedom. So if you've felt really bogged down, again, I just feel like you've worked so hard, then just know that freedom is available for you. You're about to enter into a time, if you so choose, where your money is really going to work for you in a way. You're going to move it forward and release kind of things that aren't working in order to be able to, it's like birth a new life. You got rebirth here, you got an Empress here, which often is about birth or femininity. So something is being born that's very different as it concerns your finances, group 4. And boy, do you have a wonderful guide to help you along that path. Very clear, very direct, very helpful. Allowing an independent energy to come forth as you start to realize your power and innovate, change your life for the better, especially your financial life. I mean, obviously, if we're putting the word financial in front of this, you've got financial freedom. What a beautiful reading for you, group number 4. Very connected and intuitive, and I hope that you start to really believe that and step into that and speak to this guide, because of course she is guiding you along the way. If you found this reading helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up, leave me a comment with what resonates with you, or if you know somebody else who may find it helpful, please share it with them so they can receive the messages or advice from their finance guide that they need. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that little bell so that the next time that I post a pick a card reading, you will be notified. Very excited for you, group number 4. Thank you for allowing me to read your energy. This is definitely high level. Don't forget that. You've made it to a point of success. Time for you to understand really who you are and allow yourself to transition and be guided to a brand new kind of rebirthed, balanced, abundant life. Thank you so much, group number 4.